All right, guys, we got both semifinals streaming right now. I got this match here for you.
So do all the guys in the pro shop.
Let me tell you who we got. I'm like really reeling right now, trying to catch everything up. The number 7, Aaron Amon, and the number 6, Denver Siomak. The other match is the 5, Traver Montgomery, and the 1, Ben Hill. So you can watch either match. You got 2 separate streams going. I'm going to catch the website up real quick. So I gotta go find my bracket, and I'll be right back, everybody. Enjoy the matches. I'll be back with some commentary shortly. Alright, everybody, I am back. And just putting the scores on the website. Catching this all up. As you guys always hear when I commentate, I got a million things going on at once here, so trying to do it all at once and still bring us some action. I like to call this, what was I saying last event? The life and the day of a tournament director is what you guys get with me here. Traver we got. So I'm going to catch these all up, and we'll have, the website's almost up to date, by the way.
But yeah, we want to help the kids, and like Ryan wants to, so if you guys ever need anything.
191. I'll catch everything up with you guys real quick once I get the matches set up. Got some good matches here. A lot of our killers are not here tonight. I don't think most of these guys take offense to that. I know I wouldn't if I was one of them. I know I've won a fair number of tournaments in my life, but I know I'm not Frank Snodgrass or Knowles or any of those guys. They win, or Charlie Brown, or I'm not afraid of those guys. I know I can beat them, but my history proves if I bowl them a lot, they're going to beat me more than I'm going to beat them. Maybe not heads up, but in the overall standings for sure. So, I don't even remember what I was talking about with that, but first round we had Ben Hill beating Anthony Dan in a very good match, 185 to 169. I think Anthony might have held the last 2 frames, but he was out of it once he didn't strike in the first ball in the 10th. Number 4, Shane Ruzinik lost to number 5, Traver Montgomery. So Ben Hill and Traver are bowling each other now. This is Traver's second adult tournament, I believe. Derek Austin, the 2 seed, lost to Aaron Amon, the 7, 181 to 172. Aaron's been bowling very good. Derek's had a good summer as well. Both players have been pretty hot this summer. That sounded kind of weird. Number 3, Mitchell Ruzinik, lost to Denver Siomak, 198 to 191. So we got Aaron Amon and Denver Siomak in this match, the 7 and the 6. This is Denver's first tournament, and his buddies were razzing him, telling him how bad they were going to beat him, and he's the only one that made the cut. I love you, Ernest Wilson. I hope you're listening, and I know it was all in fun. They were just kind of giving him a hard time, but he's done it. Denver's had a good tournament today, so good for him. I think Ernest was pretty close. He had a couple good first two games, if I remember right. There we are. We're live. I see him. We got one person watching each match again. So not a lot of viewers. I can't wait to get out of Facebook jail. Tomorrow. I think tomorrow at 3 or 4 o'clock I'm out of jail, so I can start streaming to Facebook. So that's Denver there. Looks like he's got the right ball motion. He had to hold the first frame. Leaves a 10-pin this frame. And it looks like Aaron's got a pair of spares up there. 7 spare, 8 spare if I am seeing that right. So Aaron's up a mark. Had a fun crowd today. 32 bowlers. Ben Hill led with 785. It's a pattern we haven't used in a while. MSBS 39. We used to use it a lot. It's kind of one of our older patterns. We haven't used it that much. It typically doesn't play this hard, but as you can see, they got above ground ball returns. They have old anvilines, which are typically 40 plus years old. This surface came out in, I believe, 78 or 79. I'm not sure when this surface when they installed it here, but if they're not 40 years old, they're really close. So a lot of challenges here, but the pattern is difficult, but I think it was more the center's difficult. As you can see, it played kind of tight today. We did have one pair that hooked a lot. It was the first pair that they oiled, and I think that's why, but beyond that, I can't imagine why else it would have hooked so much, but it hooked way more than the rest of them. So we took that pair out of play for match play. Hey, you don't see too many above ground ball returns anymore these days. So if Denver cleans this up, he's going to be in the 180 pace range, while Aaron is still in the 190 pace. It looks like the other match is moving pretty quick. Again, you can watch that one if you want. Got Charles Young down there commentating that one. That ball just burned up. You could see that. So if there's any question if they're oily or what, that was a burn up. I could see that plain as day. That wasn't because of all the oil on the lane. This is a higher volume pattern, but that ball quit. It used up all its energy up front and puked in the back end. So that's what we're seeing right now. I didn't see it on the left side with Denver. It still doesn't mean it didn't happen, but it looked like it just didn't turn the corner. But maybe his side could be burned up as well. But Aaron's I saw pretty clearly. Looks like he's throwing, I can't tell. It looks like a bigger cover, bigger core, and it just puked. But he's still clean. So there's something to say about that. Looks like it's a roto grip ball. I can't recognize bowling balls because I haven't bowled competitively in almost a year, so I'm kind of dumb with bowling balls right now. Kind of dumb in general, to be honest with you, but Not has the smarts. It's a little wide. As you can see, it's using up all its energy, but hey, he's keeping it clean. He's playing safe. The pin count's starting to catch up to him a little bit. He's almost lost an entire mark, but he's still in the lead by a little bit. And that ball's got some lane shine on it. almost looks like a crux. The crux that was had purple in it. I can't remember what it was called. Was it not the prime? The prime was the red. I thought there was a crux that had that purple, black, silver look. That's what it looks like. So it's probably a newer Roto-Grip ball that has those colors, but again, it looks like a pretty big piece. I'm so bad with bowling balls. I need to learn the balls again. Denver's throwing a black and pink ball. I sound like a genius, don't I? Looks like it's a fairly good big piece as well. Yeah, it looks like his might be burning up a little bit too, actually. You can see it hooking and then it just doesn't do much, but that just got in there enough. I mean, when they're tough like this, that's kind of what you want to do. Just keep it close to the pocket, throw bigger stuff so it doesn't miss too much. Sometimes you get into cleaner equipment and it's gonna jackknife or not read out at all, and then you're leaving splits all over the place. So when they're brutal, sometimes this is the way to go. Again, Denver's new to our tournaments. Looks like he throws it pretty good. Falls off a little bit, but he's consistent with it. So I mean, you don't need a bunch of power anyway. So I think that fall off might have affected his shot a little bit. And again, they're anviling approaches, so I remember when I first started bowling, if I bowled on these, it was tough to keep these approaches good too. So I haven't heard anybody say anything about sticking or sliding, but it looks like he plants like I do. And he didn't fall off that one as much. So I think the one before he just fell off. So this is a tight match, especially with his strike on the right lane that kept his pin count good. Yeah, Aaron really, I mean, he's getting spares and he's leaving makeables, but looks like if he had something shiny, but still fairly big, it would tip the corner just a little bit more, or if he could loft it, but this ball is really losing all of its energy quickly. But he's getting his spares and he's still in the lead, so if that's all it takes to win, who cares? But by the time he gets to the finals, I really think he needs to think about balling down. It doesn't even need to be a lot. I think really just the surface. Like, if he had the same ball polished, still might be too big, but it'd be closer. It would tip a little bit more in the back. That looks close. Yeah, he went a little straighter on that one, but that time it grabbed. I think he's fighting ball motion. But alas, he is making his spares. And I wish I could see. I think he's got 89 in the fifth with a spare, so I can't see Denver's. I think it's a 4. I think he's got 84 in the fifth. I would not bet on that at all. I just can't see it. So either way, Aaron's up either like a pin or two or maybe as many as 5. I'll try to get closer and get a better look. It's just a little too far for me to be able to see. Ooh, nasty one there. I'm going to have to get up and get the scores in the other match in a minute anyway, so I think they're going to get done first. This is going to add a mark, so assuming Denver misses this, Aaron's going to be up at least 11 or 12. Again, I can't see the fill count for Denver. Although it looks like it. Can you see that, Anthony? What is his last number on his score? The one on the right. Well, now he's on the left. 92, okay. 92 in the sixth. So 89 in the fifth for Aaron and 92 in the sixth for Denver. So that kind of tells you where they're at. Not quite 20 pins. Fell off that one, but he was pointing that one a little more, so it's almost like he's kind of playing that line anyway. So big strike for Denver. He really needed that one. After the hole. So he's got 2 holes, no doubles. Aaron is clean, but he's lost a mark in pin count. That was a really good shot. But yeah, that ball is just, it's got no energy going through the pins. Leaves a 10 pin. Ooh, we got Jason Bark. Proton physics. There we go. I knew one of you guys would know bowling balls. Yeah, and those are all pretty big pieces. I know the cores are fairly big, and I think that cover is pretty big too. So another spare for Aaron. He's just playing him safe, and it's working. Looks like he's got a 107, so that he must have had an 88 when I thought he had an 89. So I think he's got a 107 in the sixth. Brooklyn. I mean, he's basically just playing the hit the head pin game. I don't know if this is by design or not, but it's not good ball motion to hit the hole and strike, but it's good ball motion to leave makeables, and that's what he's doing. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I think I just combined some different phrases there. And Denver really needed that strike there. He got an 8 count, left a 4-7. So Aaron Amon is still up teens, like 17 or 18. Again, I'm struggling to see the sheet up there, or the scores. He had 92. If he spares here, he'll have 112, and he does. So 112 in the seventh, which is a 172 pace to a 187 pace. So I think Aaron's up by 15. And Aaron's got to strike up. So Aaron is in good shape. Looks like my other match is done down there. So after this shot, I'm going to go get their scores and turn off the streaming on that match. And then I'll come back and be with you guys. We'll see what happens here. This is a big one. He needs this strike here pretty bad. Thanks, man. And it's a washout. Yuck. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so Ben Hill beats Traver Montgomery, and Aaron Amon is going to win this one over Denver, 179 to 167. I got the new stream already going on my phone for the finals, so you guys can find that. I'm going to sign out here and just refresh our YouTube channel. We'll have and I'll move over there with my microphone and start commentating that one. But thanks for watching. We'll have the finals coming.